I'd like to welcome everybody to the final race of the day before the Race of the Americas, 800 meters. It's the boys 13 and 14 4K race. You can see all the teams starting to get ready for the race, going through some run-outs. There's Team Kentucky. But before we take a look at today's race, we'll look back at last year's race. This was in Evansville. Great competition last year. You can see the huge field competing in Evansville. Next year we'll be at E.P. Tom Sawyer Park in Louisville. Today we're at the Voice of America Park in Westchester, Ohio. Top finishers last year, just really a whole host of kids that have gone up to run in the 15-16 race. Daraje Himbago of Brocaw, winning a national championship last year as a 14-year-old. He returned this year and earlier this morning won a national title as a 15-year-old. Congratulations to Daraje. Henry Nelson, he was a 14-year-old last year, competed in the as runner-up, competing for Brocaw. Emmanuel Lopez with Elgin Sharks was third last year. Team to beat in this particular event has been the Brocaw Blazers. They have the blue jerseys with the red bottoms. You can see Connor Hayes. He was the first 13-year-old crossed the line last year. Connor won 4 back-to-back national titles as a 13-year-old, but this year he's not going to be competing, so that's really opening up an opportunity for a new athlete. Daraje Himbago, last year's 14-year-old top performer, and Connor Hayes, the top 13-year-old. There's Nashville Youth. They came in third place last year. They're a team to look for this year. Team Kentucky was the national runner-up. There's those fine young men. And then last year's champion was the Brocaw Blazers. In the past decade, Brocaw 13, 14-year-old boys have won this event 9 times. 9 times they've won this event. Just dominating presence in this particular event. So really, can Brocaw continue to dominate this event, or will somebody else take the title? There's Northeast Striders. They've always been a challenger in this event. Team Kentucky. Going to our starter, we'll review some of the teams that are competing here today and some of the teams that may vie for a team title, as well as who's going to be the next national champ in the 13-14 boys. Our starter, Gordon Bocock. And our 2 camera angles. Flag is up. You can see officials running by in their neon green hats to make sure everybody is behind the line. Red flag is up. We'll have the cannon blast here in just a moment. And they're off. The start of the boys 13 and 14 national championship here at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Added feature today's race, we're going to have a clock. This is the unofficial time. The official timer will be at the finish line. Give you an idea where we're at in the race and how the athletes are doing. Have 274 athletes competing in this race. One of the more competitive races here at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship.
13 to 14-year-old boys, race time.
It's a 2-loop course. Here on the first loop, you can see that they're just really a tight pack. Nobody has really taken charge just yet. There's 2 Brocaws in front in that tight pack, but there's 3 in the back of that pack, about 2 seconds back. So the Brocaw's already got 5 right there poised to do something. But it's still early in the race, and we'll see how the Brocaw Blazers are going to do. Will they get a 10th national title in this age group? Will someone else be able to step up? The white jersey just went by. It was a Jinx America. Jinx is the only other team, another Jinx America there, is the only other team to claim a national title in this age group. You're watching the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship, the 2017 edition of it, and they're still 3 minutes, 45 seconds into the race. They're still really just a really tight pack right there. Nobody has started to take charge. There's a red jersey that might be an accelerator. Hard to see right now. Got 3 Brocaw Blazers up near the front. A 4th one about 2 seconds back. But really, at this point in the race, it's still anybody's race. Other teams competing here today, we have Southern Indiana Running Club. We have the CMAC All-Stars, Nashville Youth, Pint-Sized Harriers, Staley Striders, Team Kentucky, Lawrence County, Derby City, Houston Middle, the Accelerators, Southern Indiana Catholic, another team competing, Indiana Blast, Running Tigers, Northeast Striders, North Clay Cross Country, St. Louis Blazers, Belvedere Tornadoes, as we mentioned, Jinx America, Glen Ellen, AOC, Kansas City Cheetahs, Fisher's Fire, the Knights, Philadelphia Catholic Youth Organization, Philly CYO, Sovereign Grace, Chicago Speed, One Motion, Ann Arbor Track Club, Hudson Youth, Nova Athletic, Knoxville Youth, Ohio Elite, Flying Angels, Buffalo Chips, Elgin Road Warriors, Body and Training, Running Tigers. Not sure how many teams that adds up to, but looks to me it's pretty close to 40 teams that are competing today in the 13, 14-year-old 4K National Championship. We'll be taking you to another point on the course here in just a moment, catching up with the lead pack. We're 6 minutes into the race. The lead pack should be coming through here in just a little bit. In the lead pack, we have 3 Nashville Youth, 3 Brocaw Blazers, and 1 Accelerator. So it's really, it could be that Nashville Youth are going to vie for a team title. We got 3 and 3, so it all depends on the 4 and 5 man. There's the 4 man. And the 5 man for Brocaw Blazers, that could be the difference. Nashville Youth are going to have to move up if they're going to dethrone mighty Brocaw. The course is just really muddy at this point and other points on the course. Started off not too awful bad, but by this last huge race, it's just really chewed up. From some of the interviews all day long, you can see the kids covered in mud. But hey, it's cross country. That's why we do it. We love it. The weather is just one of the factors that goes into it. Got to practice in it so that you can come out here and perform in it. More Brocaw, Team Kentucky. Elgin Shark in the neon. Hudson Youth in the yellow, got a big H with wings on either side. Another Team Kentucky in neon green. from this point in the race, we're 9 minutes into the race. We'll be taking you straight on in after this portion of the race to the finish. You're watching the 2017 edition of the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Been here all day. This is the last race before the Race of the Americas, the 800 meter little kid race. One of the more competitive races. Teams that have challenged for a national title. Last year we had a look back and you saw that Nashville Youth and Team Kentucky were 2 and 3 behind Brocaw. In 2015, Team Eagles was runner-up and Wolfpack Running Club was third. 2015, oh, here we go. We're at the finish. We have our top finisher coming across Nashville Youth, Miles Alley. Winner, Matthew Hauser from Brocaw, 14-year-old. Nick Siders, Nashville Youth, Sawyer Schmidt, Brocaw, Tanner Lindahl, Brocaw, coming in. It's just really tight between those two teams. All depends on the 3 and 4 man coming in. And this could seal the deal for Brocaw. We have 2 coming in from Brocaw. Looks like that's going to be their 4 and 5 man. Might have had another Nashville Youth sneak in there, but really, you know, it's a low score wins, top 5. I haven't seen the 5 man yet for Nashville Youth. Like a Team Kentucky runner coming in here. But today's national champ, we have a split screen here. You can see the slow motion. Miles Alley coming in. Miles is our national champion today in the boys' 14-year-old race. Last year, 2016, Miles was the Tennessee Middle School state champion at the Greater Louisville Classic, which is the course that we'll be running on next year for our national championship. Miles has really done well. And here's Matthew Hauser running for Brocaw. Runner-up, Matthew runs for Rockbridge High School at Nike Cross Nationals. Matthew in the 9th and 10th grade boys race was 7th, ran a 16:44. That was in Terre Haute, Indiana, just last week. His high school ran in the state meet in Missouri in Class 4. I believe that's the large class. His team came in 15th, and he ran a 17:17 in the 3 mile. That's Matthew Hauser, our national runner-up. Our national champion, as we mentioned, is Miles Alley, running with Nashville Youth. I believe he attends Martin Luther King in Nashville. But as mentioned about his Greater Louisville Classic, that's on the E.P. Tom Sawyer Park course. And he was 7th in 2016 in the middle school 4K. And in 2015, he was 14th in that event. This year, he ran with his high school in the high school race and ran a 17:54 on the E.P. Tom Sawyer course. That might be an event for people to come and run at to kind of preview the course. There's 2 major meets that are held there each year, the Greater Louisville Classic as well as the Trinity Valkyrie Run. The Trinity Run is the oldest cross-country race in Kentucky, oldest continuous race in Kentucky. That'll be held on the site of the National Championship course coming up just next year. But today, we're here at Voice of America Park. Looks like Brocaw is going to gain their 10th national title in the boys 13-14 age group. So it'll be interesting to see who comes in second. Last year, Nashville Youth were 3rd. Team Kentucky was 2nd. But this year, we saw a whole bunch of Nashville Youth up near the front. So looks like while Nashville Youth may not have claimed a national title, looks like they may be the national runner-up this year, but it all depends on their 5-man. I didn't see their 5-man in all the throng of athletes streaming through, so we don't know about that. Jinx America is the only other program to claim a national title in the boys 13 and 14 age group. Looking back at prior years, we've had a lot of individual champions that came from different programs. In 2014, David Indries ran for Philadelphia CYO, and he was a national champ. Keaton Thornsberry ran for Derby City, and he was runner-up that year, with Emerson Wells from Derby City coming in third. In 2014, Derby City was second. Philadelphia CYO was third, challenging the mighty Brocaw. In 2013, Clayton Adams from Brocaw was first, with teammate Frank Servas second, and then Jake Uri from Elgin Sharks. Derby City was second that year behind Brocaw, with Nova Athletic Club third. A lot of teams have challenged Brocaw. Only one has been able to come away with a win. In 2012, Brocaw had two in the top two, or top two runners rather, Seth Hirsch and Clayton Adams. Brocaw was just dominant that year, 2012, winning. Jinx America and Indiana Blast gave them a run for their money. And in 2011, James Jones from Jinx America was first, and Jinx America was the runner-up, with Ona Elite third. We'll be taking you to an interview with our national champ. Okay, Miles, break the race down for me today.
Well, I knew it was sloppy, and my coach just told me to get out in that lead pack, let them do the work, and just try not to take the lead because the wind was picking up, and just go when we saw the finish loop.
Matthew, tell me about your race.
Yeah, so my goal was pretty much the same as his, go out and get in that lead pack, and whenever they rung that bell, they said, "Oh, you got so much left," and I was like, "All right, well, we got to go," but you know, he's just really fast, so no way I was catching him.
What school do you run for?
I run for Rockbridge.
In what community and what state?
Columbia, Missouri.
Okay, and tell me what school do you run for?
I run for Martin Luther King Magnet in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, great. And what grade are you in?
I'm a 9th grader.
9th grader. Well, congratulations, gentlemen. You all were the top two performers in the 4K race at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship.
Thank you.
Okay, this is Dodd Dixon with the Hudson Youth. They've just completed the boys 4K race. Tell me about your race.
It was muddy. It was very muddy. What? Slippery.
Yeah, did y'all have a good time today?
Yes.
How do you think your team did today?
Pretty good. Did we win, you know? No.
Well, I don't know. Hudson Youth always seems to do pretty well here at the Cross Country Coaches National Championship. So congratulations to you. Wish you all the best, and hope you can maybe take 2 baths to get cleaned up.
Thank you.
Great kids with Hudson Youth. Appreciate them. Here's our finishers. You can see they're just covered in mud like some of the other athletes, just top to bottom. We'll be taking you now to the individual awards, followed by the team awards.
In 24, C.J. Meyer. 23rd place is Emerson Lack. In 22nd, Tate Moe. In 21st, Ekwami Conte. In 20th place, we have Sean Simons. In 19th place, we have Seth Leininger. 18th place is Graham Foster. In 17th, Austin Ackridge. Your 16th place finisher is Quinn Cullen. In 15th place, Matthew Zaliki. Your 14th place finisher is Riley Newport.
Good job, Riley.
In 13th, we have Jake Kyle. 12th, Mason Sumner. Your 11th place finisher is Matthew Dyer. In 10th, Nick Rodriguez. In 9th place, we have Seth Cuneo. Your 8th place finisher is Philip Coleman. Your 7th place finisher from Fisher's Fire, Will Morecourt. In 6th, we have Bradley Dolman. In 5th, Espen Lentz. Your 4th place finisher is Aiden Reyna. Your 3rd place finisher with a time of 14.42 from Derby City Orange, Brady Masters. Your runner-up with a time of 13:54 from Accelerators North, Micah Wilson. And your 2017 13-year-old champ with a time of 13:49 from Brocaw Blazers #1, Sawyer Schmidt.
Good job, David. Come on, boys. Bradley.
14-year-olds. In 25th, we have Jackson Dolinger. 24th, Connor Henson. 23rd is Michael Howell. In 22nd, Drew Mason. In 21st, Javen Robinson. 20th, Matthew Tolman. 19th, Samuel Lanham. 18th, Ethan Deitch. In 17th, we have Blake Whiteley. Your 16th place finisher is Luke Gallagher. 15th is Dan Foster. In 14th, from Buffalo Chips, Peter Huerta. In 13th, Logan Stafford. 12th, from Indiana Blast, Luke Fentz. Our 11th place finisher is Ben Kalusinski. In 10th, Gabriel Connolly. In 9th, Jackson Lemming. In 8th place, we have Luke Reinhardt. In 7th, from Brocaw Blazers 1, Owen Sovereign. Your 6th place finisher is Luke Marenza. 5th place one, Caden Duro. Your 4th place finisher from Brocaw Blazers #1, Tanner Lindahl. In 3rd place, the time of 13:48.56 from Nashville Youth Athletics, Nick Cedars. Your runner-up with a time of 13:40.11 from Brocaw Blazers #1, Matthew Hauser. And your 14-year-old champion with a time of 13:32.58 from Nashville Youth Athletics, Miles Alley. Those are your top 25 14-year-old boys. Up next on the stage will be the top 3 teams in the 13-14-year-old boys. Top 3 teams, make sure you have a coach or a representative adult with your team when you receive your award.
Congratulations to all those top performers. Now I look at the team standings. In 13th place, Fishers Fire, AOC 12th, Jinx America 11th, St. Louis Blazers 10th, Brocaw B 9th, Northeast Striders 8th, Indiana Blast 7th, Accelerator 6th, Derby City 5th, Team Kentucky 4th, and now for the top 3 awards presentation.
143 points, the Pint-Sized Harriers. Again, a reminder, bring a coach or parent representative with each team, please. Thank you. For a team runner-up with a team score of 54 points, Nashville Youth Athletics.
Hey, I can't see you. Wait it. All right, guys.
Again, 2017 13 and 14-year-old boys team champions with a team score of 32 points. Brocaw Blazers number 1. Thank you for coming to the 2017 Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship.
Congratulations to Coach Ramsey and the Brocaw Blazers claiming their 10th national title. Please join us next year at EP Tom Sawyer Park at the 2018 Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. This is Dodd Dixon with Striders High and KRCC-TV.com.